Well, good morning YouTube, and welcome back to Retired for Life. So we're back down here carrying on this. The last time I had made a mistake of cutting some pieces too long. They're all to what I believe is the proper length now. So we're going to finish getting all of the floor joists installed. And then we've got to cut these posts down. Let's get our gear out and get to work. So we're just about there, but there's just a couple more things I want to do. I've got one or two little high spots and I'm going to touch off with the power plane. So pine is generally a fairly good wood to standing up to rot and that kind of thing when it's in open air, like this basically is. There's no wood here that is on the ground, so it's not going to be sucking up moisture from the ground. But just to keep it in a little better shape, I'm going to give it a spray down with preservative. Well, my plan for spraying didn't work very well. All right, got to go back and get the brush. Well, I'm not actually far enough yet. I've still got a lot more treating to do, but I want to give my back a rest. So just for the fun of it, we're going to put on the first few boards, see how it looks. Well, I'm pleased with that. I think that's going to look pretty good. Yes. Yeah, I think that's going to look all right. Well, we are having some power issues here, but I brought my Blue Tea 1800 watt power bank down. So I've got batteries charging for the DeWalt and for the camera. So we should be in good shape. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I got 7 rows on of our floorboards so far, and that's working out really nicely. So I'm going to get the preservative on this section here and then continue moving along. I just hope I've got enough floorboards. Well, I hope you guys have been enjoying today's video, and if you have, I'd really appreciate the like, and I'd love to have you subscribe to the channel. And don't forget, if you got any comments, suggestions, anything like that, I'd love to hear from you. All right, let's get back to work. It's tough on the back. Last section, guys. I tell you, I don't know whether I've ever had a back as sore as what I've got right now. All right, folks, this is it. The last piece. Whoa! We're done. All boards in place. All right, let's get cleaned up. It's getting late, but we got to finish the next step. All right, guys, here we go. The final step. So this is a semi-transparent stain that I'm putting on. It's the same gray that I've used on the house. I wanted the floor to be a light color, just to help reflect what light there is going to be in the room. And of course, I'm keeping the same color scheme with the building, with this outbuilding, as with the rest of the house. So there will be no roof, no walls going up this year, which is why I was really wanting to make sure that I got the stain on here to protect these boards through the winter. And I'll probably throw a cover over it too, a tarp. If you tarp pine and leave it fairly tightly wrapped, especially fairly fresh cut pine, it will start to mold. But this should put off any mold from happening. And give it some decent protection. This is just soaking it in like nobody's business. All right, well, you guys get the idea of what I'm doing here. So I'll bring you back as soon as I'm done. Well, folks, there we are. The floor is complete. Yeah, I'm pleased with that. We got a couple of coats of stain on there. So now I'll just start hauling the gear home and cleaning up. And then we'll probably go back to working on the trail, get that corduroy road stretched out a little farther, and but we'll see what happens. So we've got another reasonably nice day due tomorrow, but then we've got about 3 days of rain following that. So this is done just in time. Thank goodness. All right, folks. So I hope you've been finding this series on building this cabin interesting. And as always, if you have any thoughts, suggestions, anything like that, please leave a comment. I'd love to hear from you. I always reply to all the comments that I get, and I do appreciate very much hearing from you. So remember to stay safe out there, folks. Be good to each other, and we will see you out on the trails the next time. That was a bit of a mad rush. Whew.